Hi, this is Alexia Tsotsis from TechCrunch, and I'm here at Farley's Coffee Shop with Airbnb mobile genius, Andrew Villasek.
Yep.
And he's here to show me their new Android app, which also incorporates a lot of the synchronized features across all of their mobile OSs. So let's get into it.
All right, so the Android app takes a lot of the functionality that we had built for the iPhone app and kind of rethinks it for the Android platform. It allows us to kind of bring our mobile experience that we had for our iPhone to a whole new segment of users with Android devices. So a lot of the functionality looks pretty familiar from the iPhone app. You can do things like you can book a property directly from your phone. You can do search. As a host, you can respond to inquiries from guests. And other things like that. So a lot of the functionality from the website kind of in one convenient little package. One of the top use cases of our iPhone app is actually just browsing. So it's a fantastic way when you have a spare second, you can flick through a lot of the awesome properties that we have on the website. So we have our top 40 here. You can rent a castle. You can rent a hillside village in Morocco. Tons of really cool places.
Can you show me how to post something from the app?
To post a listing? There's actually, so we don't offer the full posting functionality from the app, but if you're interested in becoming a host, we have a feature where you can enter your email address, and then we kind of get you started on the process.
Okay.
We redirect you from the website, we collect a little bit of information, and then you're ready to go. The whole process takes about 5 or 10 minutes.
So are you planning on making it so that you could post eventually?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the features that we kind of have in the pipeline, but it's quite a challenge to get all that information from something as little as a mobile phone. But we're working on it, yeah.
So what's different about your new mobile site?
The new mobile site? Yeah, the new mobile site. So we just launched our HTML5 mobile website. So if you access Airbnb.com from an Android or an iPhone or any WebKit-enabled device, you'll get sent right there. It's basically just a convenient way to browse when you don't want to necessarily open the app. So if you've tapped through from Facebook or Twitter, or you're just starting to check out Airbnb, it's a very, very easy experience.
What are the biggest differences from what existed before and this new
so our
this
old
new
mobile site
initiative?
was just a very kind of like simple, plain text website essentially that very, very old school. So now we have this like really nice, well done HTML5 web app with caching support. Things like if you go offline, all your reservations get saved. So even if you don't have cell reception, you can still use the mobile website. Yeah.
And you can respond to listings via mobile.
Yeah. So, and also on the mobile website, you can book any property. You can respond to any messages that you get. You can view your upcoming itineraries. As a host, you can accept reservation requests. Things like that. It's kind of the full feature set again.
And what's new on iOS?
iOS coming up. We got plenty of things kind of in the pipeline. A lot of kind of upcoming host tools. So a lot of our hosts depend on the app for their kind of like daily hosting activities, but we want to provide them with everything they need to run their Airbnb listing from their phone. So things like calendar management or canceling or extending reservations, things like that. So there's kind of a more complete feature set.
Can you talk a little bit about the challenges of internationalization? I know that's a huge thing for you guys.
Sorry, localization.
Internationalization.
Internationalization, yeah. So basically, we with our continuing international growth, we have to provide an experience that works all across the world, which is easier said than done. So there's been a huge effort across the company to kind of make sure that this app works everywhere. So it's translated into 8 languages on launch. The Android app is so it works everywhere from Russia to Denmark, and the whole app behaves like you would. Just feels very, very natural in your.
What's your favorite thing about it?
Everything about the Android app, the fact that it works across so many devices. So, I mean, for iPhone app, we tackle one phone, but now with Android, we support 100, 150 devices, and they all have this like really good, well thought out experience. So that's really fun.
And future plans for mobile?
Many. Expanding onto more platforms and building up the feature set. So just kind of continuing to build more features into the mobile ecosystem, so we can use them on the go. Can
you show me how you respond to requests?
Sure.
Right, let's do it. And this didn't exist before, right? Before you could only...
So if you were on mobile web or Android, you had no means of responding to requests.
Okay.
I don't think I actually have a request to respond to.
Can you request something else?
Okay, it's going to take a while to log in. Do you want to go to My Listing?
Yeah, do you happen to know the address off the top of your head? I can research you for admin and figure that out.
18th Street, 3649 18th Street.
I mean, launching on a new platform could be considered like a user acquisition strategy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, incoming users from the iPhone app are fantastic. There's like, a very substantial segment of our users that are people that discovered us through the App Store. So, before we were on one App Store, and now we've kind of moved on to Android. So, it's an awesome discovery platform for people that are just learning about your service.
I have to log in.
I mean, besides just reservation requests, you can respond to messages and stuff like that just as easily. So,
Yeah, maybe we should just do that.
do a response to a message.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Let me try to get. It's hard to.
so here's a guy. His name's Ben. He's staying in my apartment right away. So he sends me a message. He says, I'll text you when we're heading out. So, it's very easy to send a
Oh, wow.
response. I can go.
You've got your own little version of Airbnb Messenger.
Yep, mini Airbnb messenger. So, hey Ben, text me when you're in the city. Yeah, so it's just as easy as that. The whole messaging process is extremely easy on the mobile devices.
Awesome. Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks.